This video is for pre-calculus to finish our solving section of our log unit. And if you look at page 43, you'll notice this is the kind of solving where we have exponentials on both sides. And so the other day we had logs on both sides, log on one side, exponential on one side. So now I want steps for exponential both sides. And when you have exponential both sides, your steps are make the bases the same on each side of the equation. And then we're going to simplify the power to a power. And then we're going to set the powers equal and solve. There are no extraneous solutions because exponentials have a domain of all real numbers. Okay, so on number 1, I've got 4 to x minus 3 and 64 to x minus 2. I can make 64 4 to the third power. Looking for these. So we had our powers in our prior unit. So here we go, 4 to the third is 64. Keep this handy. So now the bases are the same. I'm going to simplify my power to a power, which means I can multiply the powers. So this is 4 to the 3x minus 6, because 3 times x and 3 times negative 2. I'm going to set the powers equal, so because both bases are 4 and those are the same, it must be true that the powers should be the same. So now x minus 3 equals 3x minus 6. I'm going to subtract x to the right. So that leaves me negative 3 equals 2x minus 6. I'm going to add 6 to the left. 3 equals 2x. Divide by 2. So 3 over 2 is x. We solved for it. All right, in number 2, take a look while I tape in my paper here. We've got 1/9 on the left and 27 as a base on the right. So, on my powers, nine to any power can't be 27. But if I look over here, if I make the bases 3, I can get both 9 and 27. So that's what we're going to have to do. So I'm going to make 9 3 squared. I'm going to make 27 3 to the third. Well, this is still a fraction. I can't have that. So to make this term not a fraction, we're going to use the law of exponents where I can make the power negative and by making the power negative, now this term is not in the denominator. simplify the power to a power, so this -2 would get distributed, this 3 would get distributed. Now that my bases are exactly the same, I can set my exponents equal. And now we need to get x by itself. So let's add 2x to the right, because I prefer positive over negative. Subtract 15 to the left. Divide by 5. Oh, I'm almost out of space. Divide by 5. -9/5 is x. No extraneous solutions because exponentials have a domain of all real numbers. Okay, I'm going to uncover 4, 3, and 4. All right, number 3. One half x plus 2 e to the x minus 4. Eight can be 2 to the third. But I need this 2 not to be in the denominator. The 2 has a power of 1, so if I make the power -1, I can bring that term out of the denominator. Now I'm going to simplify my power to a power. Set my powers equal. Move x to the right. Move 12 to the left. Now 10 and 4 are both even numbers, so I will reduce those by 2, and we get our answer. All right, pause the video here, and you try number 4. All right, did you actually pause the video and try it? 25 and 125 can both be a base of 5. So if 25 is 5 squared, 125 is 5 cubed. Power to a power. Set the powers equal. I'm going to subtract 2x to the right. Subtract 18 to the left. And that's our answer. All right, pause the video again. Try 5 and 6. I'm going to make 36 6 squared. But then I need to move that out of the denominator by making the power negative. And and then multiply my power to a power. And then set my powers equal. Oops, I ran out of space. We're going to divide both sides by 3. So that's 5 divided by 3. All right, for 6, 1,000 is 10 cubed. I can take 10 out of the denominator as well at the same time. If it bothers you that there's no power on it, you give yourself the invisible 1. Let me zoom in. So this is 10 to the first, which is why I make it a -1 power to get that out of the denominator. All right, so I'm going to multiply powers. And at the same time, I'm setting my powers equal. Instead of subtracting 3x to the right, which makes more negatives, I'm going to add 3x to the left. And subtract 6. And divide by 6. 3 and 6 can both divide by 3, so we get -1/2. All right, so your practice, so page 44, we already did these problems. So you can use them as extra practice. Number 6 doesn't have an equals, so that's not even a solving problem. But page 45 and 46, those are your homework. And then check your answers on Drive.